Complete.
I've got it. Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a base.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Actua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Actua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said. Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one though.
No, there was a metal rope.
Then it impossible.
No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope.
Right there.
Yeah.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so. First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration! They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body in... But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting.
You're confusing me. We were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chance. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope connected to the window. Somehow the culprit used it to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they would have to have used something else. But what would that be? What could have they done?
Stay.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this. It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save
Together?
You got this. After all, you are I believe in you. So I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think. Hangman's Gambit. Show question? I did the... okay.
Would it be inner two?
Oops. Yeah.
Inner two. Would be I, right?
Didn't get to see that. Oh. I don't see an eye.
Yeah. 2 hearts already.
R? O? P? E? Rope? W? I don't know what that would be. A. Whatever this letter is. Ropeway?
I'm confused.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Oh, a ropeway is like a bridge made with a rope.
Oh. No, there definitely was the culprit. Used it to move the body along the rope.
Yeah. The inner tube's right over there.
Mold mine.
So how are you supposed to do this?
Kinda like the same way you do Minesweeper, I think.
I think so too.
Except you have to match colors. Oh, it moved.
Oh, okay. Wait. I guess you keep going?
Oh, ladder too.
Oh. Never mind.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from a rope connecting the windows. And because the 3rd floor window is higher up, gravity with the inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that,
So it was somebody that wasn't at the show and came in
that way
after
would be
that.
more stable
So it still
and
could
let
be
them handle the
taken.
corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like
Or
that,
somebody that was there
it
before
certainly
the show
sounds
started
possible.
too.
But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh,
Way to put your foot in your mouth. Monosuke just enhanced his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you do...
Oh.
Then your little slip
Someone
up
asked
is
him.
actually the...
Pops?
Uh-oh. Daddy's married.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodon's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodon. Less attitude and
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy ass. But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
So it had to be one of the people that was there before the show
With that
started.
method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Because they can't get into the pool.
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is because of the rules. They don't like, it was nighttime. Yeah.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at night.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't reach... Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking it.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake. This was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Oh, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frightening. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Ah, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence. This is crucial in solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know
Hi.
yourself.
Shuichi? Do you already know who the...
Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
I have no idea.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again? Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick. So use those skills of yours I believe in
Well, it might be
to shove the
taken.
truth down there.
You believe in my detectives?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had been prepared in the gym well beforehand, knowing that narrows the list of suspects.
Show question.
It would be all the ones that kept working in there. Her, Angie, Kibo, and Kaito.
Was there only 4?
I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, and Kurumi was doing the window, the curtains, and
I thought it could only be people at night.
None of them could have been in the gym at night, is the thing.
yeah, it had to be.
But Kurumi was working on the curtains, and there's curtains on the window.
Would it really be her?
I don't know. I want it to be Angie, but
Oh shoot.
Angie did know the trick.
It has to be you. There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What?
Oh, so
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the
wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
I don't know who it is. And I can't even tell if I'm wrong or not.
Yeah.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have
But
evidence.
you know what's
that
weird? She
you're
didn't
the
say anything
culprit.
about when what's his name
Who
was
would fall for such nonsense?
going after her.
the trick
Playing
relied on
tag.
complex mechanisms to work.
He said, but
Someone
she
like you
hasn't
could be
said it.
skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us
I don't know. What truth balls do you have?
wrong!
I, of course, am not the
Alibis,
culprit.
Monokum File, Insect Meet and Greet,
Crime
Maki
was
Alone.
committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Honey, not yet.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
You keep missing it slightly.
No, I'm getting it.
Oh no!
I'm just getting it wrong, and I don't even know if I need to use it.
The crime
That.
was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
That's the lie bullet.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
I guess that's the one I needed.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be...
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before...
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion. While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination.
Hopefully I won't do it, but why she did it.
If it were solely the rope competition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
Oh no!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
I was wrong!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it was only the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Oh no!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
I was wrong!
So,
if it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, The crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
Damn.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
You're dead.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
Keep missing that.
No, I'm not missing it. I keep getting it wrong, because all those were wrong.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes.
How is he still alive? I'm confused.
I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess.
I'm confused.
You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Are you just trying to die or something?
No.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
Oh, you were trying to get the crux?
Mm-hmm.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes
might be enough time.
I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided when you consider that
The crux of your argument is
faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
No, I was trying to get the advance.
The crux of the argument. How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is
Okay,
nothing
so
more
I
than
know what I
deception.
need. I need this.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
That was wrong?
Oh no!
Oh, shoot.
Is this...
Of course I want to retry.
You turned on me. She was in the box.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose
5 minutes might be
enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess.
hitting.
You continue to force the form to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your
argument is
faulty, your entire case falls apart. If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument
is not but
a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative when you consider the
crux of your argument is
faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
Keep messing up right there.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative when you consider the
crux of your argument is
faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
There we go.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words,
Marked window
it is
frame, that's what I needed, I guess.
And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Retreat.
Oh no!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be
Oh.
enough time. I accept
Start
that.
from
However,
here.
the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided when you consider
the crux of your argument is
faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the road. Now, with that road, it is possible to reach the gym window, 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words.
The more